Thanks for joining us tonight for the News at 6. I'm Mike Heideck. We start with a jury awarding $5.7 million to a man who is wrongfully convicted of murder. They also found a former New Milford detective liable for his failure to act. NBC Connecticut Investigates' Ricky Birch joins us live outside the federal courthouse in New Haven with the details. Caitlin.
Hi, Mike. Ricky Birch turned 58 years old during this civil trial. He was 18 years old when he was accused of murder and then spent nearly 30 years in prison before that murder conviction was overturned. And while today's $5.7 million decision was not the $50 million his legal team had asked for, Birch says it's time to move on.
It's okay. You know what? I'm not bitter. I don't want to be bitter. I'm not staying locked up in my head. They kept me locked up long enough. I'm done with that.
Ricky Birch says money will never replace the 30 years he spent in prison wrongfully, the majority of his adult life. But he says a jury's decision that the town of New Milford pay him $5.7 million is justice.
It's better than the $175,000 that they offered me as an insult at the beginning. That's all.
Sean Henning, who was also wrongfully convicted in the same murder, supported Birch in court. NBC Connecticut Investigates spoke with both men for the documentary Traces of Doubt, the forensics of Dr. Henry Lee, after the state settled with the pair for $25.2 million for their wrongful convictions.
It's not about the money. It really isn't. It's about I can't have a family. It's the possibilities that they took.
In this civil trial, while the jury found that former New Milford detectives David Short and Stephen Jordan did not violate Birch's right to a fair trial during the murder investigation, they did find Short liable for common law negligence and ruled Short's inactions could cause Birch harm. The lawsuit argued Short should have known a jailhouse informant's statement was false and done something about it. Lawyers for the detectives had no comment today.
I'm just going to move on and have the best rest of my life as I can.
Now, the jury deliberated for about 10 hours before making their decision, and they did all this without knowing that Sean Henning, the co-defendant, had previously settled with New Milford for $2.5 million, and that the pair had already settled with the state. Live in New Haven for NBC Connecticut Investigates, I'm Ricky Birch.